Have you ever felt so stressed or nervous that your throat feels like it's constricted, or maybe there's a lump in your throat that won't go away? Believe it or not, this is a symptom that we talk about in Chinese medicine and is treated very effectively with acupuncture and herbs. Hi everybody, my name is Zen Tuan. I'm a licensed acupuncturist and herbalist. My practice is called Healing with Zen, and we are located in Pasadena, California. Today I wanted to tell you a couple of case studies in regards to this throat constriction. It's been a stressful time as we're still in the midst of the pandemic, and I've been seeing a lot of patients in my practice who are very stressed out and anxious. And this can manifest in a lot of different ways, but I thought it was very interesting that there was a recurrent theme of patients who come in with this phlegm in their throat, or it feels like a nodule in their throat that won't go away even when they swallow, or even just the throat constriction. So the first case study is a 65-year-old female. She initially came in October 19th, and she mentioned her anxiety was so high. She was scared to leave her house. She's been in her house for months, hasn't gone anywhere or seen anybody, and the anxiety continues to get worse. She stated she had some night sweats, slight constipation, and the constriction in the throat was daily and fluctuated all day long, every single day. And she noticed that it was worse at nighttime. So we started off doing some acupuncture treatments, and by her third treatment, she no longer had this constriction in the throat daily. She said her anxiety level had lessened down to about a 3 or 4 out of 10, and initially she was at an 8 or 9. By her third or fourth treatment, we had already eliminated all her night sweats, and her digestion had improved significantly. She was having a bowel movement every day instead of occasionally skipping or feeling incomplete, so that was definitely an improvement right away. By her fifth treatment, her throat constriction was getting better, but she noticed that there was some dryness in the morning in her throat. So we actually gave her some herbs and continued with acupuncture treatments. By her eighth treatment, her constriction in her throat was down to a 1 out of 10. By her ninth treatment, she said she was better able to control her anxiety. She was starting to leave the house. She would go get groceries and start to do more things that she used to do. By her 11th treatment, she had 3 days in a row where she had no discomfort at all. So obviously the goal here is for her to go long periods of time without her experiencing this constriction in her throat. And the main thing is that she realized and correlated that it was stress-induced, and that was a revelation for her. By her 14th treatment, she felt better for 5 days in a row, and she was very, very encouraged. You know, she was starting to see her family more often. She's a grandma, so she started babysitting for her grandson, and was feeling a lot happier. And so we continue with treatments. Her 19th treatment, which was on February 1st, 2021, she went almost 2 full weeks without having any symptoms. She said she felt it once, very briefly, after a nervous situation, but she was able to calm down, and by the next day it was gone. So she's really happy with her progress, and so am I. Just to give you guys an idea of how committed she was to get better, I told her to come in once or twice a week in the beginning for the first month. And these are the days that she came in. October 19th, October 28th, November 2nd, November 4th, November 9th, November 10th, November 16th, 18th, 23rd, 24th, December 2nd, December 7th, December 14th. And that's when she was starting to feel a lot better for longer periods of time. So we started to space out her treatments. December 21st, December 28th, January 4th, January 14th, January 18th, and February 1st. So she's coming in for maintenance now, and we've talked a lot about lifestyle changes, different breathing techniques, things she can do to alleviate her stress at home. And of course, acupuncture is great for this because it lowers the sympathetic system in the body and it helps you relax. And acupuncture releases a lot of the feel-good hormones like serotonin, endorphins, and this just helps naturally relax your body and help you feel happier. I had another case study. She was a 37-year-old female, and very similarly, she had this phlegm in her throat. She couldn't figure out what it was, and she went to all the doctors and the ENT specialists, and they diagnosed her with catarrh, which is basically like phlegm in the throat. And no matter what she did, she couldn't get rid of it. And she said it was stuck here all day long, and it would, come and go throughout the day. So with acupuncture, she was very committed to. She came once or twice a week consistently. And she noticed after every treatment, she would feel better and it wouldn't come back. And we talked a lot about stress management. And she eventually pinpointed that it could be stress-induced, because as stress worsens, that's when she noticed the constriction more. And so figuring out different dietary solutions, herbal prescriptions, and other ways to manage stress is so important in the healing process. So if you're interested to work with me, or if you know anyone that's suffering from stress, it may not be this symptom. There's so many other symptoms that can arise from stress. Please don't hesitate to reach out and see if we can help you. Please visit our website, www.healingwithzen.com. You can find a lot of information on our website. We have other videos we've done in regards to case studies and how acupuncture helps in different situations. We have some awesome health tips and Qigong movements and other things you can do at home as well. So it's www.healingwithzen.com. Our phone number is 626-377-9596. Once again, my name is Zen Tuan, licensed acupuncturist and herbalist. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you soon.